Good evening, students. In this video we are going to study figure 5.8 of chapter number 5 NCERT. Okay, in this video you have been shown about meiosis, how meiosis takes place in a diploid cells and how germ cells are formed. I have used same color combination which is given in your book. Suppose this is the diploid cell or parent cell which is going to divide. This is right now at G1 stage. During S stage, which is also called synthesis stage, DNA replication will take place. As you can see, there are 4 chromosomes and all the 4 chromosomes have only one chromatid. After replication, the chromosome number is still the same, but DNA replication has taken place, so all the chromosomes have 2 chromatids. As you can see, suppose this is the first chromosome, this is one chromatid and this is the second chromatid of the same chromosome. Replication has taken place, so chromosome number remains same. Then it is a G2 stage. Then during meiosis 1, as you all know that meiosis takes place in 2 stages. In meiosis 1, pairing of homologous chromosome take place. So this is one pair of homologous chromosome, this is another pair. This is a homologous pair as the size of the chromosome is nearly same, the position of the centromere is also same. So this is one pair and this is the second pair. So homologous chromosomes have paired up and then they are on the equatorial plane. Now segregation of homologous chromosome will take place. So this segregation of homologous chromosome, this is the first law which was given by Mendel, or sorry, second law which is given by Mendel. Now 2 daughter cells are formed from this cell, and because of the segregation of these chromosome, this cell will receive one of the homologous pair and this gamete or this cell will receive the another chromosome of the same pair, right? Then this pair will also segregate, so this cell will receive one chromosome of this second pair and this cell will receive the second chromosome of the same chromosome pair, right? Now these 2 cells will now undergo meiosis 2. During meiosis 2, as you can see, this is the equatorial plane. This chromosome will now divide and its chromatids will go to the daughter cells, right? In the meiosis 1, the homologous chromosomes, they separate from each other, and meiosis 2, the same chromosome divide and its chromatids separate, right? So this cell will form 2 daughter cells. Similarly, this cell will also form 2 daughter cells, right? So in the end we have 4 germ cells, or we have 4 gametes, and as you can see, in the parent cell we had 4 chromosomes and in the daughter cells we have only 2 chromosomes. So meiosis, it is a reductional division, right? So it is about figure 5.8. Some steps like this S stage is not given in the book, so I have mentioned here just to make this thing clear to you. Okay, then next is figure 5.9. This figure is again about meiosis, but basically this figure is representing independent assortment of chromosomes, right? So this is again the law of Mendel, right? So it is our initial parent cell. During S stage, DNA replication will take place, okay? Then this is a G2 stage, okay? Now when meiosis 1 takes place, first possibility is like this. These are the pair number 1 and this is the pair number 2, right? So it may happen like this. This orange chromosome of first pair, it can segregate with green chromosome of the second pair. Then the next cell, obviously it will receive the yellow chromosome of the first pair and red chromosome of the second pair, and this is the meiosis 2, right? Which I have already explained you. Then second possibility, now this orange chromosome of the first pair, it may segregate with the red chromosome of the second pair, right? So it is not always 100% that this orange chromosome will always go along with the green chromosome. This can also happen that this orange chromosome is going along with the red chromosome, right? So you can say that this segregation of this pair is independent of this pair, right? This green chromosome is not dependent on orange chromosome. Like if orange chromosome is going here, so green chromosome will always go with the orange chromosome. It is not necessary, right? Because each pair is independent of the other pair. Here you can see, if orange chromosome is going in this cell, red chromosome is segregating with this. So this pair is not dependent on it. Similarly, this pair is also not dependent on this. So this is known as law of independent assortment. So during meiosis, one pair of homologous chromosome segregates or separates independently of the next pair. Okay. Then our next topic is linkage and recombination.